Hello, it's Saturday, April the 10th. It's about 2 o'clock and I'm getting ready to go to my brother's place with my parents, and we're just gonna have like a little intimate family barbecue. My brother wanted to learn how to barbecue, so my dad is going to teach him some of his techniques, so I'm gonna head over there. I did want to check in very briefly just to again say thank you to everyone who has sent me a DM, left a comment on the last few videos. They really do help, and I think it helped me to realize that although I vlog and you know the center focus of the vlogs is me, obviously that Genesis has been a part of so many of the vlogs that so many of you feel like you knew her and enjoyed seeing her, and so it just makes me feel good to know that there are so many people that, you know, loved her or appreciated her as much as I did. So I want to thank everybody for the comments. I don't know that I'll be able to respond to all of them because you guys have been that overwhelmingly supportive. I'm going to try to. I just don't know how far I'll get into that process. But as far as the way things went yesterday, I did take her on the walk, and I feel like that was I'm glad I did it. I just took her. I didn't take Riley. It was sunny out, and I think that she enjoyed the sunshine. And by the time we got home from the walk, it was just about time for us to take her to the vet, and she even then was worse at that point than she had been earlier in the day. So I had FaceTime my dad, or he FaceTimed me I should say, to like, you know, encourage me, and then, you know, see Genesis one last time, and she looked so bad that he wasn't even sure if she was conscious. Like, she was just totally out of it. And I think just from, I don't know exactly what, but I know not having eaten for a long time definitely played a role. So as painful as that was to see, it helped me to feel like I was making the right choice in taking her in, period, but especially taking her in Friday as opposed to Sunday. So we got there, and everybody at Banfield was really very helpful and very supportive, like down to like asking me, you know, do you want to take care of payment before, or do you want to do it afterwards? Like, just being mindful of the fact that I may want to just hurry up and leave afterwards, if that makes sense. So we went in the room. I spent a little bit of time just kind of mentally preparing myself for it, and they left and just said, you know, there's this little bell that you ring on the computer to let them know that you're ready. And so when I was ready for them to come in, they did, and just kind of explained everything. I'm glad that they warned me like that, like her eyes will probably stay open the whole time, because that is something that happened. And I feel like if I hadn't been prepared for that, like for some reason I feel like that would have been harder for me to take. But I stood next to her, and she was wrapped in her own blanket that I had washed for her earlier in the day, because I know that she liked fresh laundry, so I made sure to wash her blanket so that it was soft and it smelled nice for her. So she stayed in that blanket, and I just was rubbing her side and telling her that I loved her. And there was one point that she like just turned her head and she looked at me, and that was difficult, but I still knew that it was the right thing to do. And so I think it was a series, I can't remember, I feel like it was a series of it's 2 shots, but there was like a middle shot that kind of helped progress things along, if I remember correctly. And obviously I was crying, but when they put in the actual euthanasia shot is when I really just started to lose it, because I knew that this was the shot that was going to stop everything. And just like seeing it go from the syringe to her was difficult, and it was very quick. It was very peaceful, but it was very quick. And they told me it would be quick, but I didn't realize how quick it was going to be. So I was looking at her, and I was looking in her eyes the whole time, and there was a moment where I could tell that she was gone, and that is when I obviously lost it, because that was it. And she just looked like she was laying down like she normally would be. So They left and gave me some time with her and my mom and asked if there was anything that I wanted. They offered the ashes. I don't want the ashes. They offered a fur clipping. I didn't want that. I just wanted her collar and her blanket. So I have both of those things. And they came in and took her away, but they were very sweet. Like the vet tech that was helping was just very sweet and kind of explaining that he understood how I felt because he was going through something similar with his own dog. And so I took her blanket and he folded it up nicely and her collar, and then we left. And that was it. Liza came over. My mom was with me during that, and then she came home with me for a little while, and then Liza came over. We ate together and just kind of talked about other things, so it was nice to get my mind off of things. But there were definitely moments where I forgot that she wasn't here. Like there was a moment where I sat on the couch and I was like being mindful of where I was sitting because I thought Genesis was there, because that's normally where she would be. And so Liza was here. That was great. And then I just washed my hair and twisted it up just to kind of distract myself, and I went to bed. Today has been a little bit more challenging than I anticipated. I think just seeing her things around and not doing the normal routines I would have done if she were here in the mornings, and you know, only putting dog food in one bowl as opposed to 2 bowls, and seeing her beds around are just reminders, but these are not things that I want to take out of the house right now. And as far as Riley, I don't know. I know that he woke up this morning looking for her. He went downstairs to the bed that she sleeps in downstairs, and he was sniffing around and he was looking for her, and the blanket was there, and then he was trying to lift the blanket up to see if she was there, because that's what he would normally do when we come downstairs, is he would go in there and kind of like, I don't know, tell her to get up or whatever his purpose was. So I think he's starting to realize that she's not here. I don't think it was really dawning on him yesterday, but I think this morning he realized that she's not here and he hasn't seen her. So that's how it's going so far. I, you know, obviously miss her. I just feel like something is missing, and I'm just so glad that I captured just like random moments with Genesis and I on Instagram and have highlights to look at, because they really do make me happy, and just pictures over the years. So I've looked at those highlights a few times just to kind of smile and also see the many different facets of Genesis's personality. She was sweet, she was kind, she was cuddly, she was bad, she was sassy, she was high maintenance, she was all of those things, and I loved her for it. And the other thing I do feel today is I do feel like this, not guilt about putting her down, but just like guilt with the fact that over the last several months, like there were times where I just would lose my patience with dealing with all the things that she was dealing with and like supporting her through it. And I just feel bad that I lost patience on multiple occasions. So, but that's where I'm at. I just wanted to check in. I know that you guys are very kind and you don't expect me to vlog, but I am the type of person where I feel like if I say I'm going to do something and I set a goal for myself, I really want to do it, and to not do it would actually make me feel worse. So doing this and staying committed to something that I said I was going to do does partially help me deal with what's going on. So I just don't know like the content or like the length of what you'll hear from me over the next couple of days, but I just want to say hello and thanks again for everyone that's checked in on me and just kind of let you know where I'm at, especially if you're someone that may be facing something like this. I don't have any regrets. I just miss her, and it's just hard to let like a family member go. She was with me from the time she was 12 weeks until yesterday. So anyway, I just want to say thanks again, and as always, I hope that you guys are well, and if you're not well, please be well, and I will see you guys tomorrow.